The literary technique of symbolism. So symbolism is when something is used to represent an idea or concept at a deeper level. It can be an object, person, animal, events, actions, or even colors. It enhances writing and it gives insight to the reader. Think about roses. What do roses represent? They're a symbol for love with particular colors, and other colors represent friendship and innocence. In Edgar Allan Poe's poem The Raven, the blackbird is a symbol for death and loss. But let's look at some specific examples of mice and men. In particular, we're going to look at the sun. So traditionally, the sun has been a symbol in all kinds of cultures and religions. In Native American tradition, it means the provider of light, heat, and growth. Ancient Egyptian saw the sun as vision and clarity. Mexican culture appreciated the sun as energy. Chinese as enlightenment. And a variety of religions saw the sun as life, power, strength, energy, force, clarity. There are some commonalities between these different symbols from different cultures, but they all have the sun representing something at a deeper level. So in Steinbeck section 2, the sun is mentioned several times. So let's look at the first section with George and Lenny's new job by describing the sun as being bright. At about 10 o'clock in the morning, the sun threw a bright, dust-laden bar through one of the side windows. What do you think the sun might symbolize here at a deeper level? The bright sun, this new job on a ranch. What could it represent in this moment? I was thinking maybe the possibilities of new opportunities. Also in section 2, there's a couple other times the sun is mentioned. He stepped out the door into the brilliant sunshine. The sun square was on the floor now. So what does this description of the sun suggest about this new work opportunity for George and Lenny, particularly thinking about these words brilliant and square in describing the sun? Later, when the character of Curleys Wife is introduced, she cuts off the light of the sun. Both men glanced up, for the rectangle of sunshine in the doorway was cut off. A girl was standing there looking in. What does this symbolically suggest if we think perhaps the sun represents opportunity, new life, growth? What happens when someone cuts that off? What does this suggest in this moment? Finally, at the end of section 2, the sun is described as just a thin line. They went out the door, the sunshine lay in a thin line under the windows. What does this setting sun suggest about George's and Lenny's experience on this ranch? A thin line of the sun, when at the beginning of the section it was bright. So things to think about with symbolism. Any object can represent something at a deeper level. It's whether you think the author did that intentionally or not.